What is good, Josh G Gang? It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild, baby. And today we're getting into that AAA minor league action today to go ahead and watch some of our minors that could be coming up on these September call-ups. Get a couple of player lock games in that we wanted to go ahead and show off for some of the people that put up good stats that could potentially be coming up to see who I overall like and make these improvements. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you guys are enjoying the series and are ready for us to go ahead and finish out this season and ready for that Madden to come out here soon too as well. So today we want to just kind of quickly go through the lineup and show you guys some of the guys that we're thinking about bringing up. Guys like Harper McInnes here, who's seen decent development, some downgrades in a lot of areas too overall, and that D potential definitely doesn't help out with the fact that he's already basically at a C level. Nick Benton has had a strong season too as well, both hitting with some good averages, good power. Danny Diaz, not a candidate to come up. I just wanted to show him off because we drafted him and he's looked really good here at the AAA level after killing it at AA. John Hayes, even though he's at a cold streak right now, somebody I'm thinking about bringing up too as well. Well, not thinking about, he will be coming up to replace Dylan Dingler as the backup catcher. See if he produces a little bit better than Dingler does. And then Henry Malloy is somebody else that we're thinking about bringing up too as well. He just had really good power numbers, and that's not something that I see too often with our minor leagues. That's not something we have too often in our lineup, as we only got 3 or 4 guys over 20 home runs this season. So I feel like we could have way more. And our home run numbers are always like about average in the league. We're never leading. So maybe some of these guys with these high power numbers can help out. As you see there, Harper McInnes is tied for third on the team with 15 bombs this season. And he'll be the first person that we focus on here today, hitting leadoff, batting close to 300. I think he's been at 300 most this season. So he would be somebody that could bring up as possible. Like, he also has, I think his contract is coming up and needs to be renewed soon. Or that might be Ryan Cradley. I kind of get those two mixed up, but it could be a great opportunity to see what the 19-year-old has, and if he can come up and produce better than his potential and overall, maybe gives him a potential boost. Who knows? Now, here in this player lot, though, we're not focused so much on winning or losing. Of course, it'd be great to get some dubs in these games. I just wanted to get used to their batting stances, their swings, how they field, and these ratings overall. As you can see, they're good timing on that one, but on the top because that vision is low. And he chops one out there, and we'll come up here for his 4th at bat of the day. He's 0 for 3 at this point. Everything's pretty much being thrown right over the plate for him, too. Just kind of getting unlucky with his swings. You call it unluck. I call it might be that vision. As here, running fastball in on the hands, just late on, or very late on it. Pops that one out. He ends up going 0 for here today. As it looks like we do as a team, though, get the dub. So shout out to the team, but he did not produce very good here in an opening situation where we're trying to look to find people to come up. I am impressed, though. Danny Diaz goes 2 for 4 today. Still Walker gives me a 2 for 4 day. Nick hits his 17th home run, so I got to imagine he's the one leading the team right now. 71 RBIs out of that 2 spot is very, very impressive. So that's a pretty good game to go ahead and kind of lead into maybe the next role here is Ty Madden. Great start, 6 innings, only 1 earned. Drew Dotson, great work in relief there, not giving up any earned runs. ERA still below 3. But leading into our leading home run hitter, Nick Benton, who has been up at the show before for small, short stints. Has put up some good spring numbers, but never made the active roster long term. Could be coming up in this spring situation here to give us some more power. Also, we could use more middle infielders here. Keith Clemens keeps getting hurt. Chase Young is on cold streaks and his average is low, so maybe bringing him up could be smart. If we like the way that he's hitting here too. I love the batting stance too. Reminds me a little bit of Mark Teixeira here. Great first base switch hitter for the Yankees. And trying to see what his overall stats can look like. 45 vision is very, very low. You can see here on stuff like that. Change up getting chopped because he's on top of it. Fouled off the pitch right before. And then swinging over the top of that changeup too as well. Just not able to make solid contact. And he's in a similar situation here. 0 for 3 coming into his last at bat. As it looks like he got a pitch right down the middle that he fumbled on. And yeah, we're just trying to look to see if there are any batters, or am I going to have to bring up 2 pitchers? Now, we noticed the bullpen has been one of the biggest struggles of the major league teams, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. The bats have seemingly come together a lot better now here at the end of the season than the beginning, so we might not even bring up a hitter, especially not the way that these first 2 are going, unless the bottom half of the rotation can give me a little bit something extra to live off of. But, here we have a chance to try to work a comeback as it's 5-1 here. John Hayes at the plate, 1 for 3 on the day, a chance to at least extend it. And it looks like he's just going to pop that one up to first base. They'll glove it in. We're down 5-1, so I got to imagine we would lose. But here goes Nick Mann with a chance to get a dub. 2 outs. If he can keep a 2-out rally going, we might be able to make something shake here. It's 5-4, and that's going to be a base hit into the outfield. Our first hit of the video comes using Nick. Look, that boy was clapping before he even reached the base. That boy was over there celebrating before he even reached first base. He better be glad he made it. Because that's a deep ball going way back into right field. And it'll be gloved in at the warning track. No movement there time around, but we will lose here. I think this is what did he say, the Saints? At least they're winning here in baseball, unlike real life. But great work here from the offense from us. 9 hits as a team. 2 more for Danny Diaz. He has another 2-hit game as well as Steele Walker. So those boys are looking impressive. As he hits his 9th home run today, McManus hits his 16th. Gets up to 60 RBIs there at the leadoff spot. So that's really crazy, too, to have that many home runs and RBIs he's hitting like Morris Jones. So he's looking pretty impressive now that we're not controlling him. John Hayes has looked okay so far from what we've seen in this series. So why don't we player like him next, since we know for certain he's coming up. And in his first at bat, he gets a 4-seamer in on the hands and grounds into a inning double play after we had just dropped 2 runs, killing the rally there. And he's kind of having an 0 for day here too, as well as we go bottom of the 6th now. Alejandro Urban gets a generous call there upstairs, leading to a 3-0 count for John. Ooh. Even though it's in a strike zone, you probably want to let that one go just to show you won't swing at anything. 3-1 here. Comes back with a good call that time around, which we're getting the generous calls from earlier, and throws 3 perfect 4-seamers all in the same location, all hard to do anything with. And John Hayes goes down swinging yet again, 0 for 3. Runners at second base this time around, though, to increase a lead for us. It looks like we could be walking away with this one with the dub, as that's a pop out to first base. And we somehow found a way to lose the game, so that's obviously not good for our chances to bring up a pitcher. And it's Luis Hidalgo, who I was thinking about bringing up too as well in the closer role, but not if you want to blow saves like that. 3-hit game from Harper, 2 from Daniel Cabrera and Chris Meyer, but okay, Harper McGinnis, ever since we stopped using him, has looked great. That's 5 hits total compared to the 0 that he got when we used him. So 30th double of the season. And Wilmer Flores did okay, but like I said, Luis, 3 earned runs, only giving up 2 outs. I think that effectively, in my mind, ends his candidacy to come up to the show. As now we'll go ahead and look at Justin Malloy here. I was just impressed with his power. The averages and all that. But here in the top of the 4th, he's already down 1-0. As he gets the great call there. 0 for 1 at the plate. Gets the reverse call that time around. So he could be somebody that comes up. I mean, our outfield is pretty full, I would like to say. I mean, I love the 3 guys that we got out there starting. Matt Verlin is a great outfield, even though we use him a lot of Kansas City pitch run situations to come in the infield. Drew Jones, a great outfielder that I love out there. You know, we use him for a lot of pinch runs. So maybe somebody that could pinch hit or come out in the field and play if we need him to. Gets a great double there to hear off the inning here with no outs. And we'll see if his teammates can go ahead and bring him around to score. See our first player lock player get across the base pass. He's going to take off for third base on this one. Glad that he moved. Nobody was covering, so we're able to get to third with 2 outs. On the ground, third baseman will go ahead and take a hop, skip, throw over. No extra RBIs for Harper. As we also want to see what he can look like in the field then. If he's going to be potentially coming up, does he have a strong arm? Well, here could be a chance to throw out the runner at the plate here in shallow center field. Throw will go all the way there, and I mean, he didn't test it, but gets it there accurately off 1 bounce. I like how that looks. Now, that was on the shallow end. He didn't even stand still for it. He came in for it. So, would like to see that one make it all the way to the plate without a bounce if possible. But he's got a chance here to take the lead. Can he show us clutchness? He showed us he can hit extra base hits, get a hit, and play in the field. Now he's got to show me if he can be clutch here. 3-2. Chamberlain down low, and he will walk him. So bases will be loaded now with 2 outs and give Chris Meyer a chance to go ahead and be clutch here. As this will be a ground ball over the third, who will throw over the first for the easy play. And just like that, that'll go ahead and end our day and end the chance of us getting a dub. As it looks like we do come away with an L here. 3-2 as they scored in the bottom of the 9th. Once again, blowing it is the pitching staff, but we got to get more runs across. Daniel Cabrera, once again, 2 more hits coming in today. McGinnis hit his 17th bomb today, 61st RBI, so that's great out of that leadoff spot yet again. Trying to catch up on them home run totals and lead this Double-A squad to greatness. Lou Brewer, 6 in the third, 2 earned, not a bad start. And Ortiz, who I thought about bringing up too as well. Not looking too good. Drew Dotson blew the save, actually, so that's not a good look. But it would lead us into a different look here, as we did say pitching might be a main focus for us. And Leo Franco's been phenomenal. I think he's at 16 starts, 11 quality. He had a big injury that kind of took him out for most of the middle part of the season, but came back and he's still just as dominant since then. So I want to get a full game start in here with him, or a player lock full game start with him, to see exactly what his pitches are like. I know he's got the running fastball. He does have his splitter. He got the curve. And I think it's the changeup too as well. That all kind of works synonymously together. He's not a strikeout guy. He's more of a pitch to contact guy. But I definitely wanted to get a full start in with him. We haven't had one since we basically drafted him and had some hype around him. But now he could be making his trip up to the show here soon. And maybe even staying on to help that playoff roster. It depends on what Matt Manning's doing in that bullpen. Or if we'll just walk 3 long relievers. That could be a thing too as well, which would actually turn into 4. Maybe move Jordan Hicks back just to middle relief work. That could actually really help the bullpen. That might be a good idea as we get a strikeout there off the splitter. That might be a good idea. Let Leo Franco stay up. Either trade or drop down one of the relievers that's been doing bad. Move Jordan Hicks back to middle relief. You know I'm only going to run a 4-man rotation, but it gives me a chance to run 5 if I need to. I like that idea. We might have to do that one if Leo Franco can impress me here. With so far after a 1-2-3 inning, starts out the second with a quick fly out. He's pretty much impressing me already. That's 4 up, 4 down. TJ Watt with a 2-1 count pops this one over to the catcher and is showing me the ball. So I'm feeling like I got to come in and range in for it, but catcher will go ahead and glove this with ease. And he gets Peralta to ground this one on the ground. So like I said, pitch to contact guy, that running fastball really gets a lot of ground balls, way more than you would expect, because it's not coming in there blazingly fast. I think it's 92 to 94 or 90 to 94, I think is what it's ranging as. This ball is all the way back at the gap. Catching that one just at the walls. That one almost got up out of here. Thankfully, he's able to stay in the yard, and his teammates giving him a clean lead here, so he's able to pitch confidently now. He's got a 4-0 lead thanks to the offense turning up today. And we go bottom 3 here. Get a ground ball over the shortstop. Easy play. So far has yet to allow a hit in this ballgame, so the lineup turns over for the first time today in the 4th inning. And Michael Dunbar flies this one out to left field for an easy fly ball out. Still keeping the bats on and off steady, as that's going to be a base hit up the middle finally. The changeup's the one to do it, to get the hit to finally come across. So we have our first base runner of the game here. I don't know what their team logo is or name is, so we're going to call them the Red Wings. So Red Wings get their first runner on today, and we'll finally get to see what he's like pitching from the stretch with a little bit of contact on here. As he's got a 2-0 count here to Francisco. Comes back with that running fastball down low, keeping everything down in the zone. Locating okay. The changeup was kind of all over the place. The curve was in nice spots, though, as he gets a ground ball here. Great break on that one to even get him to swing. Gets the double play to get out of the inning. And just that quickly, we still stay on that perfect inning pace, but no perfect game on the line here as we get a jumper over to shortstop. Easy play. And TJ White back up. 52 pitches through 4 1/3. He's looking efficient, too, as he's getting these outs. That's the great thing about being a pitch-to-contact pitcher. A lot of times your pitch count is low. When you have those high strikeout rates and high strikeout totals, a lot of times you can run into those high pitch counts in games because you're getting so many strikeouts. But when you pitch to contact, sometimes you can get away with those literally 3-pitch innings, 4-pitch innings, 5-pitch innings. As here we go. Another base hit down the line. This will be the second time that somebody's reached, and it's actually going to get to the gap. That's going to lead to a double, possibly a triple as the throw comes in. And this is the lead off the inning. So not only are we going to pitch from the stretch, we're going to see him sweat a little bit here. As I mean, with the 6-0 lead, I guess you're not really sweating that bad. You're not minding if that run comes in, but you want to keep a shutout going as long as possible, as this is going to be a sac fly. Runner moved up, so it's Marlo Elez. 1 out. Runner over at third base now. A strikeout would be the best thing here for us, as it will keep that runner from coming in. 0-2. Foul this one up, and it will get down to foul territory. Run it right back as he swings over the top of the running four-seamer. Home plate umpire will say he went around on that one, making the call, not taking it down. And then we get the fly pop up to left field, who will range in and grab it. And just like that, it's been 6 innings of shutout ball still. As we're at 69 pitches, make it 70 here to Marte as he challenges on the ground. Easy play by shortstop to throw it over. And just like that, we're back to our quick outs here. 1-2 to Francisco Aguero. Watching the changeup upstairs for yet another strikeout. Looking real mean with that changeup upstairs, too. That is crazily bold as this curveball goes off the foot of Leo, who's going to go over and make the play himself. Lean with it. Rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with it. As we go to get that throw out going into the 8th inning now. 80 pitches through. We're not sniffing 100 yet. It's the first pitch that TJ White sees is a fly ball into the, I guess you could say the bullpen, as it's open for a catch. And just like that, Ken will come up now 2-2. Chop this one on the ground. Shortstop will come over, range in, making the throw on the run. And now we need one more out, and we'll take things to the 9th inning and see if they let him go for the complete game shutout. We're up to 91 pitches now. It's been a pretty long inning for us as we get the strikeout we need. Take it to the 9th now, 92 pitches, and we're looking for a complete game shutout if we can. Only giving up 2 hits to this point, so we'll see 8, 9, and 1 is Marcus Street. Will be the very first batter that we look at here. He's got a 1-1 count as he chops this one in the air, foul. Not able to make any kind of plays with that one. 1-2 as he swings through the splitter there for yet another strikeout. And we'll have Marlon Velez watching one upstairs. Let's try to come right back with that running fastball again. As that one is going out towards the gap, they're already giving me the indicator to go to third, so that's going to get down in between both center field and right field. We'll have another double here in place as that throw comes into the cutoff man. And they're not going to pull him either. They're going to let him see if he can finish this one out. He's got a 6-0 lead, so you're not worried about the game getting blown by the next batter or 2, or really 3. So I don't mind letting him stay in and see if he can get it. Seeing how deep into this game he can go as he's at 100 pitches before he gets the second out there. Great liner. And they're down to their last batter, is Starling Marte. Their last hope to try to make anything happen here, as he's got a 1-1 count, watching the first 2 go across, fouling off that splitter down third base. Watching the curve in at the feet, comes back for the evened up 2-2 count, and this is chopped up the middle to shortstop. It's a slow roller. He'll glove it, throw goes over, and they got him. Great work there to go ahead and get the play. That's a complete game shutout, something we haven't seen in a long time. We've had a couple guys get close here in the full games, but we've had to kind of sub them out there late because the runs coming across and everything. So first time we've seen a complete game shutout here soon, and I think that solidifies at least Leo Franco's role at coming up to the major league level. 9 innings, 3 hits, 6 Ks. Great start by him. Gets the dub, gets the player of the game. And offensively, you see them boys was clicking today. 6 runs, 12 hits for us as we were just on fire all day. Steeler Walker was a 2-for-4 day. John Hayes, 2-for-4. Justin and Daniel both having 2 hits and 3 RBIs from Ryan Kedler today at shortstop. Got me feeling great today. 2.86 ERA, 8-4 record. I'll call that a AAA season and bring my mans up to the MLB. As you can see here, 106 pitches. Pretty good strikeout rate. We got to work on the running four-seamer, though. 69% is kind of low. I like to stay above 75 if possible. Splitter was kind of low, too, as well. And I was trying to see here if we could see, a breakdown of the pitches, per se. You see the changes. We're kind of all over the place. Kind of probably threw a little bit too many up high. The splitters kept these down and low, but a lot of them were took. The curve all kept those down. Of course, only one hit right up the middle, but it was out anyway. And then the running fastball, that one we could kind of throw all over the place. We kind of kept those, it looks like, on the left side of the plate. So a great overall start from him. I was really impressed by it. But we're not done down here at AAA. We have a couple, or at least one more person that we wanted to check out before we head back up to the majors. Ryan Kedler, he is up for consideration. We just had to stop real quick to get that game in with Leo Franco as he was in the middle of all of it. But he's done good this season too. 276 is not too bad. Homer totals, RBI totals are good for where he is in the lineup, hitting at the 9 spot. As that's going to be a check swing called by the home plate umpire in the dirt. Throw those down, and they got him. As we jump ahead to the top of 8th here, he wasn't able to do much either. 0 for 2 with strikeout and grounded. So for his third at bat to come this late, you can tell the offense really has been quiet today. After a great performance yesterday, looks like we used up all the offense. As that might be a little bit of offense, lining this one in the center field, and it'll be gloved in. So just like that, the Red Wings win yet another game. Outside of our shutout that we did of them, they've been able to come back and battle back and get these dubs. Only 3 hits as a squad, and 2 of them came from Denny. So terrible offensive performance all around. Pitching, not even really much I can expect out of y'all. Drew Dotson, though, gives up 2 more on only getting 2 outs. So 3 walks, not exactly what I'm looking for. I think he might have to go ahead and stay down here at the lower level. But we come back up here to the majors. As it looks like we were able to go ahead and sweep the White Sox, take care of business against Baltimore. We're now up to 87-47, coming in close on that good record of 90 wins. As we just got to take care of things in Toronto and Chicago yet again. As we end up splitting those first 4 games, 2-2. Losing the series against Toronto, breaking up that losing streak, but going on another one here. As if we can beat these White Sox here, it'll be not only win number 90, but it'll also get us closer to clinching up this division. We've already eliminated the Twins and Royals. Guardians and White Sox are just 2, I guess the magic number is 2 to get them eliminated, both of them at 23 games back. And I cannot believe how crazy dominant we're being in the division, but also nobody else has over 500 records, so it's possible nobody else is going even into the postseason from this division. So they have not been rebuilding or keeping their teams up very well. And then we got the Padres right on our heels, though, with those 88 wins, too, as well. Another reason why this game is important, Jesus Luzardo himself is actually in the running for C.Y. Young. Akil Baddoo is over there for batting clutch with Jordan Romano, second for reliever of the year, despite leading the league with 50. And the dude beating him out right now, Evan Phillips, only having 37. Yeah, I guess ERA plays a bigger part in it than I thought, because 50 saves, getting closer and closer to, I think, the single season record, which I'm pretty sure is like 62. I don't think he'll get the single season record, obviously, but to even get close to it and sniff it, I feel like I got to give you reliever of the year easily. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this full game where Mr. Possible C.Y. Young is going to go ahead and start this thing off, man. 14-3 this season, 3.13 ERA. The strikeouts are high at 161. Hits are low, walks are low. That's why the whip is low. And today we need to keep these bats low, as the White Sox are going to look to, I would say, compete, but I mean, even if they keep winning, it's going to be a long road before they can come back over top of us. So keep flexing our dominance here against our own division. And that's what dominance looks like in the swing. Tommy Edman swinging through that one for an 0-2 count here. Watches that one on the plate, not getting the home cooking call. As we get a chopper up the middle, actually, for the first base hit of the ball game. So first hitter, first hit for the White Sox. Shout out to them actually showing up a little bit of offense today. It might not be just a complete domination show for us, as we do have Nico Horner swinging and missing to that sinker low and away. Strikeout number 1. Eloy Jimenez. He'll be up next. Watching that one in on the hands. Flies this one out to Baddoo. He looks like he'll range over and make this easy play. So although the leadoff base runner was interesting, I haven't done anything with it since. It looks like we could be out of this all clean, as Royce Lewis will go to check his swing and look down. Say he goes around. And now it just takes one more pitch to go in and sit him down, as this one's going to be off the pitcher's leg. Clemens reroutes himself. Throw goes over the first. Now it's over the head and off the head of the, over the head of the first baseman, off the head of the first base coach. And that probably saved it from being a run. But now we have runners at second and third because of that error from Keith Clemens. Sheesh, now you think I should put Jace Young in and just settle with a bad bat. But thankfully, we fly this one out, and Morris Jones is going to have his pitchers back to go ahead and end that first inning. Not the cleanest, but goose eggs are up on the board, and it'll lead to Kyle Tyler coming into the ball game. Okay, 10 starts, 1-2 record has not been too bad. I wonder if he's just been playing the whole season. I mean, he's got 53 innings. I wonder if he's either been hurt or if he's been playing off the bullpen or if he's a recent call-up to help them out. But obviously not doing too much to help them. We'll hope that our bats can stay hot and active as he looked cold and frozen. That's going to be a line drive out to center field. Morris Jones with the dive, and he's going to get on with the base hit. Way to lead things off for us. Getting on with the very first hit of the ball game and keeping this game interesting for us too as well. As Akil Baddoo will go ahead and take this pitch respectively, letting Morris Jones do his thing. And he's in there. No lead off, just straight taking off. No pitch out either from them, as that's a 10.9 foot lead. Went 19 miles per hour, and the catcher was just not able to throw him out, as that throw was not accurate at all. And now we have a chance to score this run. If he's in scoring position, four-seamers upstairs near the chest. Is this throw? It's going to have to be a good one if they want to get Morris Jones, and it's going to be off target. And you can see down there, I saw that. It said we could clinch our second straight American League Central title with a win today. So this game has a lot of things on the line. We're watching a potential C.Y. Young candidate, potential reliever of the year candidate, And we could potentially be hitting win number 90 as well as the division title. And let's not let that distract us from the fact that Vladimir Guerrero getting another RBI, chasing that league lead as he gets the first run of the game across, and then Torres keeping the 2-out rally going with a base hit into right field. Let's see if we can score some more runs here. You know, you can never have a surplus of runs. We can just keep going. And I like that. Solid base hit right back at the pitcher's head. Make a move out the way. And just like that, we have another runner in scoring position for Andrew Vaughn. He's got 85 RBIs on the season, so he can be clutch too as well. As it's going to be a deep ball in the right field, but he'll range over and set it underneath to make the catch. And just like that, we'll stay with our bats, though. Bottom of the second here. Fernando Gonzalez out to center field, as this is going to be easily caught in shallow. Not letting that sunlight get to him whatsoever. But at least bring up Keith Clemens here with the chance to do something with 1 out. As he lines this over the third baseman's head. That'll be easy extra bases, I would think. Here's the throw's going to come into the cutoff man over in front of third. And just like that, we have a 1-out runner at second. Leaving things up to Harry Ford if he can. Go ahead and bring this run right around. 2-0 count for him. Chopped on the ground. We're going to go ahead and try to move up. They didn't even expect it to happen this time around, so we're able to move the runner up for once. I used to love doing that in old MLB shows. It doesn't work as well, but you got to, I guess, wait for situations like that where the third baseman isn't on the bag and then just take off. A lot of times back in old MLB shows, they would just ignore you completely and just throw the first for the sure out, but now they're smarter. Just like we're smarter as we go ahead and get run number 2 off of Morris Jones' base hit, and then Akil Baddoo answers right back with one of his own as we have runners at the corners, 2 outs, and Guerrero Jr. looking to get another RBI here today. Oh, wait, bobbled over by third base. I was about to say, but it's not going to happen. I was right. It's still not going to happen. We almost were able to make something special happen with that one, but Guerrero is just too slow running down that first baseline. You think you put a little bit more pep in your step with a chance to score some more runs. And now that'll lead to us going back to our pitcher here, Jesus Luzardo. Trying to keep everything quiet as we haven't heard anything from the second, third. And now here in the fourth, we got back-to-back outs to go ahead and get things kicked off for us, leading into Sebi Zabala. Swinging through that forward seamer. Easy play there as we're able to go ahead and continue this dominance with Jesus Luzardo. He's at 54 pitches hit through 4 innings. We're going to try to keep that pitch count as low as possible as we're going for these 1-pitch outs. These quick strikeouts if possible with Will Myers. 0-2. Swings and misses through the 12-6. And we're coming back 2 strikes here to Patrick Bailey. Pops this one up. Torres will make the easy play ranging into the outfield. Just like that, another clean inning. As we now extend ahead to the bottom of the 7th. It's still 2-0, so everything has still been pretty quiet for both sides. But now we can see if the bats are going to start getting going here as we go late innings. Trying to catch up on these runs. I don't want to just win by 2-0. I want dominance today. Let's go get 90 wins or 90 runs for 90 wins. As I was able to go ahead and score 2-0. Morris Jones. Deep right field. That is gone. I didn't even think that was going to leave the stadium. It just looked like a good line drive. He doesn't really have much power. I thought at the very least that would just be a double, but that is his 12th home run of the season. Okay, young buck. Showing them leadoff home run power skills. Looking like a left-handed Jimmy Rollins, left-handed Ricky Weeks. My boy is too strong, too cold. He just extended our lead to 3-0. As I'm not sure if you guys noticed, they are in their bullpen now as Danielson Limit is in the game, giving up that home run and pop out. But now we're feeling real confident here with Jesus Luzardo. Maybe we can get another complete game shutout here today, like we saw with Leo. If we're able to go ahead and move more. I mean, this might be the lefty connection here. Going back to him, speaking of which, as we're in the top of the 8th, now they're down to their final 6 outs, needing to make some magic happen. It's 7-8-9 set for this, but they'll at least be at the top of their lineup for the 9th inning. Should we be able to get this knocked down 1-2-3? As Baddoo will range back and set underneath to make the easy play in left. And then it'll be Will Myers. 1 for 2. Running over at first base as we go to get that through the line there. Baddoo making a great play. Keeping it in front of him. Trying to maybe get a double play ball here if possible. As Patrick Bailey is up and It looks like Jesus Luzardo is getting tired here as we're going near 90 pitches as he does draw a walk. And we finally have our first runner in scoring position. We're going to let go ahead and keep him in here with 1 out. The tying run is now at the plate, and it's the top of the lineup here with Tommy. 2-2. Swings through the four-seamer upstairs. Still got a little bit of gas behind that thing, kicking it up to 95 to get the strikeout. And we're finally reached triple digits on the pitch count. 102 coming to the plate as this is going to get chopped over to Vaughn. He's going to throw over to first base, but actually step on the bag too in the process. As we're going to face Phil Minton here in the 9th inning while we're trying to, or not 9th inning, basically our version of the 9th inning in the bottom of the 8th to try to increase this lead. And that's not how you do it. Swing it over the top of that slider badly as 4, 5, and 6 are due up for us. And that's going to be a strikeout of Gleyber Torres. Riley Green lines one into the outfield. That'll get down for a base hit. The wind maybe pushed it down into the dirt to go ahead and die out in front of the center fielder, but carry it enough to get past second and short. And now because of that, we'll have a runner on, 1 out for Andrew Vaughn as he lines this one into the outfield. Dive, and he misses it. That's the second time they tried to dive and make a play, and it has not worked as they are not able to go to get that. Fernando Gonzalez with 1 out. Has the runners at first and second, and they're still not going to do anything here. So that's going to be a long fly ball going out there to center. Center of the stands, I mean, that was a chopper over to second base. Easy play for 1. Going back over will not be in time. Fernando Gonzalez just enough speed to go ahead and stop that from being a double play. And then Keith Clemens up the middle. Great dive by the second baseman, and the throw goes over for the outs. I'm thinking we're about to get another run to make it 4. They go ahead and dive out and make a great play there. And now they've got 3, 4, and 5 set to do up. This is a pretty good spot in the lineup for them. And pretty bad for Jesus Luzardo, who is tired. He's completely out of energy at this point. Pitch 105 on the way. And that is a long line drive going towards the corner. It'll be foul. 2-1 as we back things up to him. Circle change gets watched down low. You see Romano increase his save total to 50, I guess, in the last game as we get the strikeout down low on the 12-6. And he might have an opportunity to go 51 here today. If a hit gets on board, we might go ahead and not risk it just to try to get this dub here today. Is Royce Lewis. Watches one in on the hands. That's 3-1. Four-seamer misses. So obviously that's a lot of straight missed pitches. But we're going to see if maybe, just maybe, that time run is still over in the on-deck circle, so we'll let him try to get maybe one more batter. But if he hits or walks, we're going to take him out of the ball game, and that is a base hit into the outfield. As I think we'll go ahead and call it on that one, man. Over 100 pitches. We'll go ahead and let him rest. He does have a shutout right now, but we want to get this dub. We want to get win number 90 and close up this division finally. So we'll bring in our sure-handed closer, Jordan Romano, going for save number 51 and 57 attempts. 61st game of the year. He's going to inherit 2 runners at first and second and only 1 out. Getting the ball to swing upstairs. That's an easy strikeout, though. And they're going to go to their bench here. Bring in Lewis Robert Jr., 3-time All-Star, 24 homers, 76 RBIs, batting .251 this season. I'm not sure who he's replacing, but, I mean, if he's a starter, why not go ahead and get him in on his off day and see if he can win this game for you? And that's going to be a liner out to Morris Jones, who makes the play on it. 1 pitch out, gives us the 1-pitch dub. Luzardo's happy he gets to keep his win, continue that CY Young candidacy. We get the 90th win, and remember, that was the game that we needed to go ahead and clinch up the division. So the White Sox and Guardians are officially knocked out of it. We have officially locked up the American League Central here. Lead the series 2-0 as Luzardo is now 15-3, going also for that lead with wins on the season. But I'm just glad we were able to go ahead and pull out a dub here. 7 strikeouts, 5 hits for him. So great job in the starting spot. Hits, we had 10 as a squad. 3 of them things coming by way of Morris Jones. 3 for 4 at the top of the lineup. 2 for 4 for Riley Green and Keith Clemens. And Clemens hitting 2 doubles to get up to 18 on the year. Guerrero Jr. hitting RBI number 102. And that was error number 11 for Keith. He's starting to get up there too, like Andrew Vaughn. Don't let that man pressure you into errors. Morris Jones gets steal number 31, and then Jordan Romano 2 outs in the inning and a strikeout. So I want to just take a quick look here too at the pitches for. I wanted to look for swings and misses. And I guess the only thing you look for is like swung at, and then kind of like maybe there's a way if I just looked at like maybe if I went to like missed or out maybe would have showed it too as well. Think about it post commentary wise. I'm trying to figure out how I would have did it, but yeah, maybe if I just went to like mists possibly, but ended up just looking here at all the ones that got swung at, and you can see only a couple were hit, but a lot of really good pitches here all around that were just completely whiffed, as you see from the yellows, the ones that caused outs. But there was completely nothing for you to look at here as we're trying to go ahead and see what they were struggling with the most. Those 4-seamers were coming in hot and fierce today. The 12-6s, you know, I like to barely throw those just because I got my own scared tendencies with 12-6 curveballs, but his actually is very good. It gets a lot of strikeouts, a lot of ground ball outs if we keep it low, and he's got good control of it. So as we jump back into the main menu, we will be adding Leo Franco to the Major League roster, so adding him to the 40-man first, which I forgot he wasn't on, and then putting him up here on the Major League roster, even though he is hurt right now. Apparently, I guess he got hurt in one of the games, but he'll be up here on the Major League roster, and he is on the bench, so it shouldn't be too much of a factor. Moving up next to John Hayes as well to the Major League roster, adding him to the 40-man as we were just checking to see if we just had enough space for it. Moving him up. As I think we do have enough. Yeah, we had like 37 people, so we still have room to add like 3 other people to the 40-man roster if we wanted to. And then sending Dylan Dingler down, I mean, he's seen just bad development. He still has one more option, so this is the last option that he has. The next time will be waivers he'll have to clear, so potentially going to a new team. And then for the other movement up, I decided that I liked enough from not playing with them, but what I saw in the other games. Harper McGinnis, I'm going to go ahead and move him up. 18 homers, 63 RBIs, batting 294. We could use some more infielding help because a lot of our guys, like I said, go elsewhere. So I want to go ahead and bring up his skill set to the major league level too as well, and give him an opportunity to play on the bench. Plus, I felt like the bullpen was getting kind of crowded. So that will be the division clincher right there. We are 90-49 right now, doing great in the division. 7 games up over the Rays and Astros, 7 to 6.5 games up over both of them, as well as the Padres, beating them to win number 90. They're only at 89, 1 game behind us. So next time out, we'll be kind of looking at going through the rest of the month of September off of these call-outs now, focusing in on that series against the Astros, as it could potentially go ahead and give us the 1 seed. As now the only things that we're fighting for is seeding and best record in the major leagues. So we could be 1 episode, could be 2, and then we'll jump straight into the playoffs. If you guys are ready for the next episodes, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. And it's been your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka SmooveGotGame. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. GM is out for the day. Let me know down below what you guys think overall about this team. Is it better this year than it was last year? Let me know if this team is better than the team that actually won the World Series, and if you think this team will win 1-2 as well. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out for the day. Later.